Welcome once again to Breakfast Central here on News Central TV. Now, Nigeria's federal government says it will penalize international airlines selling flight tickets in US dollars. The Minister of Aviation, Hadi Sirika, disclosed this when addressing journalists on Wednesday, shortly after the weekly Federal Executive Council meeting presided over by the President, Muhammadu Buhari, at the Aso Rock Chambers of the Presidential Villa, Abuja.
According to Sirika, the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority has gathered that some foreign airlines operating in Nigeria have begun selling tickets in dollars, violating extant local laws. Joining us this morning to x-ray these issues faced by Nigeria's aviation sector is Aviation Analyst OLUMIDE OHUNAYO. Thank you so much, OLUMIDE, for joining us this morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. Aviation Minister Mr. Sirika, during yesterday's meeting with journalists, says some international airlines have resorted to banning local travel agencies from accessing their websites for ticket purchases. Is this because they can't repatriate their funds, or is there more to this?
Well, they did not ban travel agents from accessing their websites. What agents cannot access are the lower fares that are available on the website. What they have closed the lower fare itineraries and opened the higher fares. Again, all those fares were filed at the Nigerian Aviation Authority and approved. So it's based on the airline. It's his choice to open any fares. Demands determine. It's a strong determinant in the fares that an airline makes available to a country at a particular time. So I think that's what is available at the moment, and I think the airlines have that to take the risk. So if Nigerians want to fly, they will fly, and if they won't fly, that would make the airlines adjust the price they are making available.
Do we have you, Mr. OLUMIDE? Seems we might be having some connection issues. Okay, we've been talking about the story about, of course, how the government, unfortunately, has been having issues with the aviation government. All right, we have Mr. OLUMIDE back. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I didn't know where I stopped, so maybe you could help me.
Well, I think we probably can just move on. You know, you were trying to clarify exactly what's going on with the international airlines. And,
Okay. Yeah. What I said was that the airlines have fares in their system, which have already filed with the Nigerian Aviation Authority as the law demands. So now they are picking one of the fares and saying this is the list they are releasing for the Nigerian market. So many things determine what makes an airline pick a particular fare. If one of the important things is demand. So if the demand is high, then you say higher fares. Then other conditions might come in, just as we have this non-remittance, aviation fuel, cost of aviation fuel, the other conditional market conditions can also make that fair happen. But to say agents are shut down from assessing, that's not true. It's what the system brings out. So as demand and other conditions affect fares, so also will the airlines adjust. So at the moment, they don't have their lower fares out. They have the higher fares, so that's what we'll deal with it.
Can these higher fares you're speaking about, are they all purchased in Naira or in US dollars?
Well, for those originating from flights originating from Nigeria, you will pay in Naira. For flights originating from Nigeria, but for those originating from outside Nigeria, then you would have to pay in dollars.
And that's if the person, even if the person is in Nigeria trying to make these bookings.
Exactly.
Okay. Now, so far,
you see, but why in the past they didn't allow that, but now that they're finding it difficult to remit their money, and I say fine. But we have been making these waivers in the past. Now that we are getting problems with remitting our money, then we need to help ourselves. So what they've done is that if you're starting operating from Nigeria, if you're originating from Nigeria, then you pay in Naira. But if your flight is originating from outside Nigeria, then you have to pay in dollars. So for those who have kids, dependents outside Nigeria, they want them to come home and starting the flight from their base there, then you have to pay such tickets in dollars. I don't think any law has been broken with that.
Oh, okay. Now we'll come back to that. But so far, the Nigerian government has withheld a total of $464 million in revenues belonging to foreign airlines, disallowing repatriation, as it seems. Where are these funds? And has anything been said about helping them to recover these funds?
The funds are in the bank. They are in the bank accounts of the foreign airlines in Nigeria. Now, what does the law say? What do you not even the law? What do you have in the agreement? In the agreement, the bilateral service agreement, Nigeria signed with each of those countries, because bilateral service is between countries. The countries only pick their representative. In this case, the airlines are the representative. Is that after the day's sale and payments of all local taxes and charges, the remaining revenue should be remitted on that day at the official rate of exchange. Now, these banks have their money in the bank. Their bankers proceed to CBN and says, okay, we have this one that we want to remit to this country, and this is the amount in dollars. And they go and bid for it. Even if they bid for maybe about $40,000 or $50,000, maybe CBN would answer them and say, okay, we have only $2,000, or would not even answer them at all. So that's how the funds galloped up to that amount of $495 million, which makes us the highest owing country, the highest country that is owing foreign airlines in the world.
Well, there's people who would argue, and I hope I can throw in these two questions into one. There's people who would argue that it cannot just be Nigeria that is having issues repatriating funds, or these airlines also function in other African countries and, do not necessarily put them under pressure to repatriate their funds. So is there something specific about, Nigeria, and the delay, it's taken to get their funds back? And also, can you also chip in a little bit on Air Nigeria? Because I remember that there was so much talk, I think sometime in 2016 or 2018 about Air Nigeria. That just never took off yet.
Well, maybe you're being prophetic by going to 2016. Sometime in 2016, we were in the same condition of not remitting these funds, but it didn't get to this figure. And I think it happened again sometime in the 90s. It happens when we have monetary crisis. And like you said, we are not alone. I can tell you that Lebanon, Sri Lanka, Zimbabwe, Angola, but are these the kind of countries we want to be in the same league with? These are countries that are also owing foreign airlines: Iraq, Iran, and maybe of late now Russia, due to the war with Ukraine and the sanctions. So it's countries that have monetary crisis who cannot access forex, that get themselves in a position not to remit these funds. We should go beyond this. This money was about 200 million in March, $200 million in March. IATA came here. We promised to pay that money, and we did not. Sometime in April again, reminders were said, we kept promising. And that's why Emirates has been the most vocal among them. I think the reaction you have seen from CBN now, in my own estimation, is because of the reaction of PA. PA is the major flight that operates from Abuja to Lagos, and they don't want PA to stop. And PA has started tightening the school without even talking. So that's why they're reacting now. And the 275 million was approved. Out of this 275 million, I think about 135 was what was released. And they promised to pay the balance. More in the announcement, it was as if they have paid that money. And that's not true. It's only 25% of the 50 million that they said they were going to release that have been paid. They're asking the airlines to give them another 6 weeks for them to pay the other 25%. So I'm making 50% of the total money. And the airlines are saying no, they don't want 50%, they want their money, they want their full money. And they need to run their businesses. And that's what I found myself. On the Nigerian air, the government is just trying to go on. I have said I will do this, and I will find a way to do it. We have run this government now for about 8 years, terminating in less than a year. And as of today, after the ATL, there's virtually nothing on ground. They are going to lease 3 aircraft from the Airbus and Boeing family for the project. Yeah, not a dry lease, a wet lease. And this is a project that was supposed to bring more employment to Nigerians. So when you wet lease an aircraft, you are taking the aircraft and the crew. So where's the employment for Nigerians? Again, in the wet lease period, you are supposed to pay for the wet lease in dollars, and basically on a monthly basis. So in a country that is already reeking in lack of dollar, the naira is falling daily without any hope of recovery. How then do you now get yourself into a dollar project? I think they should just suspend that project and allow the next government to come. I doubt, and I don't see any reasonable investor, particularly in that airline, in a government that's about 8 months to the end of its tenure.
All right, thank you very much, OLUMIDE OHUNAYO, for your time this morning. We're certainly going to be following up with that story, and we'd love to have you join us again.
Thank you for having me.